What is going on? What is going on? Hello, hello. Good evening. Check out my new hat. Is this not us? Is this not 100% us? Look at that hat. Lift others up. I was like dying. I went shopping the other day and saw that hat and had to grab it. And I feel like I'm going to see if she'll cut some sort of deal if I get a bunch. But I love, it's a wave, okay? It's a wave, right? Wave makers. And it says, lift others up. We need like 1,000 of these. I love them so much. Let me put on my glasses real quick. I have to have my blue blocking glasses. Hello, wave makers. Oh my gosh, you love that hat. Isn't it gorgeous? I was like, I have to have this. I'm going to try to get her to do a few more for me. But anyway, so I am so excited. Oh, I just really came in your face. I am so excited that you guys are here for the Hello Mama Mermaid. I was just going to say I'm Lindsay Betts, Mama Mermaid. And I know that we are talking about sponsoring. We have another sponsoring training tomorrow, right? These sponsoring trainings have been incredible. I've watched every single one of them. I've took mad notes from every single one of them, and I'm starting to implement it, right? My strong point is not sponsoring. So I'm like, I have to go to the leaders here that I know are really good at sponsoring. And I'm like, we need your help. We need this. We need you. So I have been taking mad notes just like the rest of you. It has been absolutely incredible. So one more sponsoring training tomorrow. But I wanted to come in this week. I thought about waiting till May and I was like, no, let me just get this done because I've seen on some of the posts here, sometimes people say, oh, I feel like I'm doing the things, but I'm not having success. First of all, let me tell you something. If you say the words, I'm not having success, this isn't working for me. First of all, don't say that in here. It's rude on the post sometimes, but I always say go to your upline and they'll guide you. They'll give you some ideas or whatever. But as soon as I see those words written anywhere, I run. Oh my gosh, I have low power. Crap, that means I have to go fast in this training. I run right to your Facebook page and I Facebook audit you. Whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, I go do a Facebook audit. And I'm like, oh, I can give you 5 reasons right here why you're not having success. So I think in May, I'm going to start doing a few Facebook audits. You guys are going to have to be very, very patient with me. It might take time. I might teach your leaders how to do it. I don't know. I'll figure that out. I'll talk to them and see. But, I'm going to open up Facebook audits, but that is going to go to my first generation. Anybody that personally joined me, that's going to go to them first. And then I'll roll it out where I can say like, okay, I can do, 4 Facebook audits today. And you can cite like the first 4 people to comment will be able to, I'll do that for you. So anyway, when I do a Facebook audit, there are things that I look for right away. First of all, I look at your profile. I look at your profile picture. Let me tell you something. Annie Daly will come on here later and I'm sure she will comment about it. But I have to say again, your profile picture must be you. Like this is like, we've known this since 2014. Your profile picture must be you, right? Not your cat, not your dog. I just had somebody send me a friend request and it was a cat. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't know cats could have Facebooks. Like, them is some smart cats, right? So, okay, so this cat sent me a friend request. And then, not only was the profile picture a cat, the cover photo was a cat. I'm like, okay, this cat is, like, really in the social media game, right? Like, this cat is really smart. So, okay, so we have a cat profile picture, a cat cover photo. And then I'm like, okay, what can I learn about this cat? Like, please, Lord, tell me something. Like, if this person wants to be my friend, this cat wants to be my friend, I have to figure out why we're going to be friends, like, okay, let me get to know you. Do you like makeup? Do you like skincare? Are you in direct sales? Like, are you funny? Do you post some memes? Like, these are the things I look for when I'm accepting a friend request. So I go through, and all this cat does is play games. You know those games where it says, like, what kind of flower would you be? If you're this sign, what's your personality type? That's all it was. So we have a cat profile picture, a cat cover photo, and this cat only plays games. Now, can we blame the cat? It's just a cat. It doesn't know how to do anything else. So this cat doesn't post. It doesn't do anything. Like, this cat is just playing games. Listen, I can't. Like, I have nothing in common with this cat. Like, this cat added me no value, right? I went to this cat's profile, added no value. It didn't teach me something, right? It didn't make me laugh with a funny meme. It didn't teach me anything about makeup or Facebook or, reels. I mean, teach me something. I love to learn something. Cooking, I don't know, anything. This cat offered me no value. So I was like, I am really sorry, cat. We cannot be friends. You guys, this is a true freaking story. This just happened this week. This is a true story. I was like, okay. Listen, kitty, we can't be friends. We can't. Like, So that's the kind of things that people are looking at. And guess what? Some of you are that cat. All right? Tell me you're not having success in pharmacy, and I go look at your profile, and I'm like, okay, Melissa's on here. Melissa is not like this, but I'm just going to say. So Melissa says, I'm not having success here. And I'm like, all right, Melissa, let me go check out your profile. And I look at Melissa's profile, and it's all, Melissa, what kind of personality do you have? You're 90% angel and 10% devil. Or, like those games. Like, if that's all she's doing, if she's just sharing stuff and she's not adding value and she's not, no. Like, of course you're not having success. Nothing on your profile says you're in business. Nothing on your profile says you're in business. I have no idea what you're doing, right? You're sharing we know that Facebook tells us a year ago, Lindsay, on this day a year ago, you posted this. Guess what, y'all? Stop posting those. Those kill your algorithms. They kill your algorithms. And based on your settings from a year ago, half the people can't see it. It says, Pamela, okay, Pamela's right here. Pamela posts, oh my gosh, I remember I posted this a year ago. Oh, isn't this the cutest photo ever? Guess what half of us see? This post isn't available because maybe her settings a year ago were closed to friends and family only. That is so freaking annoying. I'm like, do you know you're posting things that nobody can see? First of all, you're sharing, and anytime you share from somebody else's, post, even your own, if you share from your business page, any sharing puts you to the bottom of the algorithms. So whatever you're sharing is getting, like, it's doing you no good. Sharing kills you. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Pro tip, when I see a meme I love, when I see a photo I love, when I see a quote I love, I save it to my phone. And then a few days later, I'll post it as my own. If I share, oh my God, I love this meme so much, share. Every time you share something, Facebook goes, ooh, you're a spammer because you're not coming up with any original content. And they put that post to the bottom of the news feed. Don't believe me? Go look at things you've shared. Look at how many likes you get and look at how many comments you get. People often ask me, how do I tell if my algorithms are up or down? Your algorithms are up if on your post you have 20 or more reactions and 10 or more comments. Your algorithms are poopy if you have less than 20 and less than 10. So you want to always try to get 20 or more reactions. Now, another thing that's killing you, overposting, posting too much. Some of us love to post But guess what? Guess where you do that now? If you are an overposter, if you want to share your life with the world, you have to do it in your stories. And stories is the perfect way to overshare because stories love it. The more stories you do, Facebook's like, yeah, they love it. Okay? So on your Facebook profile, you should only be posting once or twice a day. Something of value. We'll get to that in a second. And if you're an oversharer and you love posting, get up in your stories, and that's where you document your day. Hi, I'm drinking coffee. Good morning. I love you guys. Hi, I'm out shopping. Hi, I'm having lunch. Hi, I'm trying on this outfit. Hi, I got this makeup. Hi. That's what your stories are for. Your stories are your reality TV show. Go ham in your story. But on your Facebook profile now, you can't overshare. That will kill your algorithms. You want to post once or twice a day. Oh my God, Lindsay, if I can only post once or twice a day, how does anybody know what I'm doing in this business? Oh, that's easy. I'll tell you. People typically will see the last 4 things you post. Last 4 things you post. Okay? So I rotate what I post. And I try to add value. Okay? Adding value. Think about your friends that are sitting at home right now that don't know how to pay for the diapers, that don't have money to go to the grocery store, that are worried that their power bill is going to be turned off. You know, stuff like that. The mama that cannot go get her hair done, her nails done, that's an extra expense. Think about those people that you're trying to reach, and your post should go around that. How has pharmacy changed your life? How can pharmacy help others change their life? That's what you should be posting about. Not a graphic, not a join me now for, oh, I love you guys. I think Jordan posted the other day, she had a $10 bill in her hand, right? She had a $10 bill in her hand. She's like, got 2 of these, then you can get in this business. Like, oh my God. Like I could start my own business for 2 $10 bills. That was a very cute post. You want to add value. So when I talk about pharmacy, I talk about how I was broke in June of 2019, how I didn't have any food in my house, how I took the last money we had and joined pharmacy. And when I did that, I ran hard here because it was my last shot. My family was like, girl, you're about to get a real job. And I was like, oh my God, not a real job. So I ran like my life depended on it. Because you know what, you guys? My life depended on it. And I ran. And so that's what I share on Facebook. That's how I add value. Like I went from broke to Gucci, and I can teach other people how to go from broke to Gucci. So that's how I add value, right? When I talk about products. So one day I might talk about the opportunity. Next day, I might talk about my team. Next day, I might talk about a product, solve a problem for your audience. Okay, solve a problem for your audience with our makeup or our skincare or our health and wellness coming. Okay, what is something? I have hooded, what are these called? Eyelids. And so when I use our mascara and it goes over my hood, I'm like, oh my gosh, I look like I have lashes. This is the best mascara ever. Or our VFX foundation. Hello, filter free since 23. Hi, we got to talk about, because of this, I went filter free. Because of this, I have confidence. Because of this, I can do this. Okay. So you have to add value into your post, right? So nobody just wants to see this. Hi, I have a new primer. Want to buy my primer? Nobody wants to see just a graphic, right? We are about to go graphic free in this group. Now, I will always put graphics in the albums, right? Because I think especially when you're, Annie, you have to watch the replay when this is over. I did 10 minutes of cat talk. Annie's on here. She will die over my cat talk. Okay. Anyway, so we are going to go graphic free. Graphics will always be in the albums, right? Because I feel like when you're new here, you need to see the graphics, right? You need to go like, okay, we have 8 mascaras. What is the difference between these mascaras? Well, you should be able to go to the mascara album and say, okay, here we go, got it. Or I'll send graphics when I'm in Messenger, so I don't post graphics on Facebook. But if I'm talking to a customer and she's like, let me see the different mascaras, then I can pull a graphic from our albums and throw it over to my customer. Well, here's the different mascaras we have. And the one that I'm really addicted to right now is the 3D mascara, and here's why. Okay, so graphics are okay for your stories, and we'll talk about that, and for when you're in Messenger. Graphics are not okay on your Facebook profile, right? Because we have Hulu and Netflix. We pay extra on Hulu, so we're commercial free, right? We DVR things. We skip commercials. I go freaking insane during football season because there's commercials. I'm like, what do I do? There's a 60-minute commercial. I'm freaking out. I'm going to die. I don't care about Pepsi. I'm not used to commercials. I hate commercials. People hate commercials. So guess what a graphic on your profile is? A freaking commercial. People skip it. Skip it. Skip. Jen, ask that later when I go to questions, because if I stop and read it now, I'll get way off. So at the end, I'll do some questions and answers for you guys. People skip commercials. Facebook doesn't even like graphics. I was just telling my leaders in our leader chat the other day, like, Facebook is, if you put a price in a graphic now, they shut it down. You get a warning. You get a freaking warning that you're getting shut down. They're not playing. They ain't playing. So let's start adding value. Let's stop just putting a graphic up and thinking we're going to sell. Hi, Lindsay, I'm not having success in pharmacy. Okay, let me go look at your profile. Graphic. Nobody wants to just see graphic. Graphic, 0 likes. Graphic, 0 likes. Graphic, 1 like. Graphic, no comments. You guys, look at your profile. Look what you're putting out there. If you're not having any likes, if you're not having any reactions, if you're not having any comments, your Facebook algorithms are tanked. If your algorithms are tanked, nobody's seeing your stuff. Nobody's seeing it. Of course you're not having success in business. Nobody is seeing what you're doing. Your algorithms hit the floor. They hit the floor. So listen, that's bad news. But algorithms are very easy to turn around. That's the good news. Are you tanked right now? Are you looking at your Facebook right now and you're like, oh my God, and you're sweating and you're like, now I hate Lindsay. I hate that Lindsay girl. Forget her. She just said that my stuff is tanked and I went and looked and it is. I hate her. Don't hate me. It's so easy to turn it around. Start doing the things you need to do on social media. You have to be social on social media. If you are posting and ghosting, you screwed, girl. You cannot post and ghost. Let me tell you about posting and ghosting, okay? I'm at Target, living my best life. I just got my hair done. I'm doing some shopping, got my Starbucks. Renee here sees me at Target, okay? She walks by me at Target and goes, oh, Lindsay, girlfriend, you just got your hair done. It looks amazing. Girl, you look great. And I keep walking. How rude is that? Renee just stopped her Target shopping. And you know when you're Target shopping, you're in the zone. Renee just stopped her shopping and said something to me. Gave me a compliment. Said something. She stopped what she was doing, said something to me, and I ghosted her. I kept walking. Same thing on your social media. Same thing on your social media. Okay? This takes time, ladies and gentlemen, and you're going to hate it, ladies and gentlemen, but it has to be done. You have to be social on social media. So everything I post, anybody who stops their scroll, think about this. They stopped their scroll to comment on your post. They are being social. They are being friendly. They are being a good friend. They're boosting your algorithms. They stopped what they were doing to say something on your post. You cannot ignore that. You cannot ignore that. You have to comment back. Okay? It is rude to ignore it. It is so rude. That's posting and ghosting. Now, do I think that you're busy? Like you post in the morning and then you go to work and you're working and you can't. Of course you're busy. Do I expect you to sit on your phone commenting back to every single comment? No, not at the time. Like sometimes I post and then I go shopping. Sometimes I post and then I start working. I'm doing other things. I'm in Messenger. I'm cleaning. Okay. Well, way too far. I don't clean. So sometimes I am doing other things and I can't comment back, but I do take time. Okay, I have 5 minutes here. You know what? Those of you that work outside of the home, use your potty break with your phone. I can get a lot done in 5 minutes. I can get a lot done on the potty, right? My phone goes to the potty every time with me. And I'm like, all right, let me get caught up. And I'll go through and I'll comment back. Start commenting back. Guess what? Facebook loves that. Facebook loves that. Facebook sees that someone commented on your post and you commented back. That excites them. Facebook goes, ooh, they are friends. They do talk. They do know each other. So Facebook makes sure that you see more of each other. Okay? This only boosts your algorithms. And then if they comment back, Facebook is like, they love each other. Like they have a conversation going. They love this. They love it. Okay? My only exception is sometimes on the lives, because sometimes I'm talking to people on my lives and they're like, hey, what lip color is that? And I'm like, oh, it's this. And so when I go back to reply to comments, I don't always go back. Like that's redundant to go back and be like, oh, I know I said this on my live, but it's shade, So it's mostly like new comments and replay watchers that I'll comment back to after I'm done with the live. So you have to be social on social media. You cannot post and ghost. You cannot post and pray, right? You cannot go like, oh, I'm going to post this graphic and please, Lord, let me get a sale. It's not going to help. No. If you're not adding value behind that graphic, you're not going to get a sale. I talk about the Fendi glasses. It took me 7 times of seeing the Fendi glasses on Jersey Shore. 7 times before I purchased them. I got on the Fendi site all the time and I looked around and maybe even once I added to cart and I was like, no. And then hi, baby. Sorry, my grandson was just saying hi. Hi, lover. So it took me 7 times of seeing the same pair of glasses before I pulled the plug and finally bought them. Same thing with you guys. So don't, a pro tip will be pick an item you want to talk about for a week or 2, right? So maybe you're in love with the new VFX. Oh, no, that's not in stock. So, well, if you have stock at home or whatever, but maybe you're talking about the VFX foundation, or maybe because spring and summer's coming, you're finding that you're using the CC cream a little more, or maybe there's a mascara you love, or, whatever. Pick one item that you're really in love with and talk about it a few days in a row, or I kind of skip in between. Renee. Oh my God, Renee. Okay, Renee has been telling me about this Portal Plus for a while, and I kept seeing it. She kept telling me about it, and finally I pulled the plug and I messaged her today. I was like, I bought it. So it took her talking to me a few times, right? Renee doesn't sell it, but she talked to me about it a few times, and I was like, I don't know, maybe not. And she kept telling me, oh, I got it and it's awesome. And I was like, oh, and finally I was like, okay, I'm getting it. That's the same thing with your customers. Maybe they reach out and they talk to you about the VFX foundation and they're like, oh, maybe, I don't know. And then you talk to them again and then they see it again and then, and then they buy it. So it takes the average person 7 times before they buy something. They have to see it 7 times before they buy it. So pick an item a week. Okay, every day I'm going to talk about the mascara. It happens in my stories too. I'll talk about the toothpaste. And then like towards the end of the week, I have like 5 people. Can I get a toothpaste? I'm like, I talked about my toothpaste all week long. And guess what happens at the end of the week? After 5 to 7 days, people are like, I'll take one. Yeah, because they saw it all week long. Toothpaste. So that's another pro tip. Instead of being all over the place, I love our strobe primer. I love our lipstick. I love our this. I love our CC. I love, instead of being like all over the place with your products. Ooh, we haven't launched that yet. Instead of being all over the place with different products every day, pick your favorite and go over that. Go over that one for like 7 days in a row. So that always happens to me. I always sell things towards the end of the week more, right? Oh yeah, that caught your attention, huh? That hasn't launched yet. But so same thing with these, right? With these brushes. Like we launched these brushes and then I kept posting the picture of her with her unique brush and her with this brush, and this one was $8.90. And I was like, I better get that. That looks really good. How many of you did that? I posted her picture in here over and over. The brushes are back. The brushes are back. The brushes are back. Good news, because we love them. They decided they're going to keep them. They're back in production. It'll take a little while for us to get these back, but they're coming back. So like, how many of you saw her same picture a few times and were like, all right, I'm getting the brush. It's like, it's awesome. So that's what happens. But add value. Remember to add value. I posted a Zoom in here like a year ago. This session with my business coach changed my life. And it is about finding you, finding your brand, getting clear on what it is you want to represent and how you're going to do that while adding value to your network. Okay? Let me tell you something. And I'm not saying this so you praise me and, oh my God, thank you, Lindsay. But let me tell you guys, I went to her and I was like, this session changed my life. How much would you charge me to do this for my team and record it in Zoom so I have this Zoom forever? She said, it's $450. I said, done. Let's do it. $450 for that Zoom because I knew you guys would learn a ton from it. And it is still in this group and it is still available. That Zoom, anytime somebody's like, I'm struggling or this or that, I'm like, watch this Zoom. Watch the Zoom. Take notes. Watch it. Take notes. Watch it over and over and over again. Okay? Because she teaches how to add the value to your network. And when you're adding the value, people are loving that. So I was going over my 4, how you rotate your top 4 posts. And so one day I add value about how pharmacy has changed my life. One day I add value about what my favorite product is. One day I will do a meme, right? Because I love memes. One day I'll do a meme. And one day I'll do something about my family, right? Because I want my network to know a little bit about me too. Like I'm a grandma. I love my animals. I have a new puppy. Like they should know my heart too and get to know me too. My profile should not just be pharmacy, right? I don't eat, live, and breathe pharmacy. There's more to me than my company. So with that being said, I let them get to know me a little bit. Okay. When I talk about, what was my thing? I rotate between adding value about what the company did for me, about product. Oh, memes. I wanted to tell you a pro tip meme. When I see a meme I love, I do not share it. Remember I said, don't share. Sharing hurts your algorithms. I save it to my phone. And when a meme has been overshared, it becomes blurry. I crop it out. So I save the meme to my phone. I crop it. I crop all the words out. I go to Mematic. That is my favorite app, Mematic. and I think it's Mematic, Mematic. I go there, I put the photo in there, and I type it out what it said. Or I change it up. And then I save it to my phone and I share that. Guess what? That excites Facebook because I didn't share it. And now it's a new original post. It's not something that has been overshared. They love it. Yeah, sharing is not caring, right? So that's you have to get your algorithms right. You have to get I'm getting messages up here. Sorry, I gotta not look at those messages. You have to get your algorithms right. You have to add value. You cannot think joining pharmacy means you can put a graphic every day, once a week, once a month. You can't do that and think that that's going to get you success. You can't post about your business once a month and think people are just going to flood your inbox. I don't know. I posted something on February 23rd and nobody's messaged me. Hi, we're almost in May. I do. I look for that. Tell me you're not having success. I scroll right through. Okay, cool. Last time you posted anything about pharmacy was in February. People slept since then. They forgot. What is she doing? I don't know. Some makeup company, maybe. I have no idea. So you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent in all things you do. If you're going to be in your stories, be consistent with stories. If you're going to post on your Facebook, be consistent on Facebook. Okay? Be consistent about what you're posting. Go look at my post. Meme about my life, something of value about how pharmacies changed my life, and makeup. That's what I rotate. Those four things. I've had people, even my mom. My mom wrote a gut health book. And I was like, okay, like sometimes my mom would be like, oh, can you share my Facebook page? And I'm like, no, like that's not in my niche. My audience is going to be like, what are you talking about? But like when she wrote her book, of course I shared her book for her. But people in other companies like, hey, can you share this jewelry, that? No, like that's not in my niche. Like I don't cook. I don't, like if it's not in my things that I talk about, I don't go outside of my brand. Your brand pillars, those are important. Your brand pillars are very important. So you're never going to see me doing a cooking live. Ever. One, I hate cooking. Two, it's so beyond my brand. Now, I've lost over 100 pounds, right? When I first heard health and wellness was coming, I was like, all right. I was real salty. I was like, health and wellness, that's not in my brand. I'm a makeup girl. Like, what is this? Well, now I've lost over 100 pounds and health and wellness is kind of in my niche, right? Lindsay got healthy on the inside. She's healthy on the outside. She's happier with what's going on the outside. She's happier on the inside, right? So now I can kind of work the health and wellness in there a bit, right? It's not so off topic for me now. Thank the Lord. So now I can talk about that. But find your brand and what makes you you and stay within that a bit. So thank you. Thank you, girlfriend. I'm going to open it up for question and answers before I close out here. I know there was questions in the beginning. I wasn't looking at the comments. So if you have a question, you can go ahead and ask that now. Remember, you want to post once or twice a day, not more than that. Once or twice a day. You can go in your stories. Your stories is, yeah, girlfriend, go Rebecca. You're going to be ready. You'll be ready for that health and wellness, right? Oh my gosh, I love it. So, okay. So you stay within your brand, okay? Stay within your brand. Post consistently once or twice a day about your business with adding value, okay? Hold on, let me see if I just missed a question. Ugh, I don't run a Facebook page. Ugh, I'll tell you guys that. Ugh, I cringe. I don't like Facebook groups or business pages. I'll link the Zoom in here. You can actually go to the search bar and just put in Angie Gardner. And it's Garner, Angie Gardner. If you search that in the search bar on Wavemakers, you'll see that Zoom pop up. So I don't do a Facebook business page. If you do not pay for ads there, your stuff does not get seen. So I don't waste my time there anymore. So you do want your live videos shared. Listen, you want your stuff shared, right? That does help your algorithms. You just don't want to be a sharer. I typically do not say share this to enter this, because then if somebody comes back to me and goes, Lindsay, can you share this? And I'm like, no. And they're like, but I shared yours. You know, so I typically don't ask for shares. People will share anyway, and that's fine. Yeah, you felt like you shot yourself in the foot by doing a business page. Yeah, it's really a waste of time. Where do you want to spend your time? Because I'm not teaching you to go on your Facebook and spam, right? I'm teaching you the complete opposite. So when we get into a direct selling business, our mindset goes back to it works. Do you remember that company taught people to post about their company like 6 to 8 times a day, right? So when we think about spam, I know my mind goes right there. So it kind of ruined it for people. I don't like groups either. I'll tell you why in a second. Remind me if I don't get to it. So that company taught people to like post. So that kind of put a bad taste in people's mouths, but then other companies started doing it. Like, oh, they post all the time. Let's post all the time. And then people, whoa, post. Listen, the only over posting I like is that guy right there. My Post Malone. Don't overpost. I'm not going to teach you to do that. I'm not teaching you to spam. So people get into this business and they think, oh my gosh, but I'm going to annoy my friends and family. If I start a direct sales business, I'm going to annoy them. No, you're not, because I'm teaching you the right way to do it. We're teaching you the right way to do it, right? And if your friends and family don't support you and your friends and family are annoyed, let them unfollow you. Who cares? Bye, Karen. I don't care, right? So I'm not teaching you to spam. So there's no reason to have a Facebook business page or a Facebook group, because what you're doing, you should be doing 100% on your profile, right? Facebook groups are a hit and miss for me, okay? Sometimes most people go into groups and turn off everything, right? Oh, I'll be in here because my girlfriend wants me to support her, so I guess I'll be in here, and then you turn off everything. A lot of people won't see it, or they're just irritated and they leave, or some people have success with groups. But what I want to urge you to think about before you do a pharmacy makeup group or pharmacy skincare group or whatever you want it to be, before you do a VIP group, you should have at least 40 consecutive, consistent customers, okay? If not, you have like 5 people buying from you and you're wasting your time in your group when you can be building your audience on Facebook, right? So one of the ways you want to build is you want to add 5 friends a day, 5 to 10 new friends a day, every single day on Facebook. So you're building your network so more people see you. So, you know, I'll go to your Facebook. You said the magic words. I'll go to your Facebook and look, and I'll tell you why. So if you can run a Facebook group, a Facebook page, and a Facebook business page, and you are having success doing that, do it. Do it. I'm not saying you can't. I won't. So don't ask me for tips on how to do it, because I won't. I cannot. It's too much. Too much for me. By the tips I taught you today, Amanda, if you're trying to go from your group to your Facebook page, add value, post once a day, you know. It should be in the same in groups anyway. If you're posting more than once a day, people got their notifications turned off in there anyway. Instagram, if you're growing your Instagram, I say pick 2 social networks that you like and hit those, right? Because there's a lot of different, like, what if I was on Snapchat and Instagram and Pinterest and TikTok and Facebook? And I just taught you tonight that you need to be commenting on everything. Like, that's just too much, right? So I say pick 2. So my 2 are Instagram and Facebook. Those are the 2 that I focus on. Do I have a Pinterest? Oh, heck yeah. And in my downtime, I go to Pinterest and I will look up like new makeup looks, new team trainings. I want to focus on this. What is it? You know, and I have a meme maker album. I have makeup meme album. I have team training album. I have brand photo album. Like I use Pinterest just for myself, really. I have a big following there, but nobody buys anything. They just like what I'm pinning. So I don't waste my time there trying to build there. Okay, see, she just deleted her group and she's posting on her Facebook and she's getting more. You can't sell on Poshmark because that's a third party. That's a third party selling site. You actually can't sell there. I don't think. Ask your regional. Reach out to your regional. Nicole said she keeps getting. Hold on. Okay, Nicole's banning her, she's doing her Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Good. Instagram's great. There's a whole different vibe on Instagram. I do like Instagram. I'm starting to enjoy it. I rejected it. Facebook has been my baby since 2009. And then in 2013, when I started indirect sales, I was like, oh, Facebook. And so Facebook has been my baby. And I don't really get into other social areas, but I rejected Instagram for a long time, but I'm having success over there finally. Once I figured out how to do Instagram, I was like, oh. And if you want to know more about Instagram, go to our guides here in the group and look at, Emmy has, I think it's guide 7 or 8. There's 2 great trainings on Instagram in there. So in your stories, I do about 5 to 10 stories a day. And people view them because typically if you think about when you see somebody's story, right? So I'm going to click on Crystal's story and I'm going to scroll through all of her stories, right? I'm like, I see all of her stuff. So my eyes stayed on it. So it's not a matter of keeping people on your stories and getting views on your stories. They stay because they flip through them till they hit the next person's story. So they see everything. All of your posts are. Oh, hold on. I'm reading something. Yep, exactly. That's right, Rachel. How long in between each story slide? So what's crazy is I heard there's 2 different ways to do stories. One way would be to do your stories all at once in the morning. Like do 7 stories at once. And that way nobody misses anything. When they click on your name, they see all your stories. Okay, so I heard that's one way to do it. And then there's another way where you just do like 1 every half hour, 1 every hour, 1, where you can just add to your stories throughout the day. So it's completely different to you. Or different for you. It's up to you how you want to do that. There's no wrong way with that. Hey. Okay, any other questions? I know I missed some questions. If I missed some questions, just ask again. I hope this helped. Go back and definitely watch the beginning too. Definitely watch the beginning. If you're doing the things that you should be doing on your social media, if you're being social, if you're commenting, if you're in Messenger, if you're doing your stories, if you're adding 5 friends a day, if you're posting about pharmacy while adding value, not just a graphic, you completely will have success. Yeah, we have coffee launching. You will have success if you're doing the right things. Follow people here that are doing the right things. Okay? Those that are successful in pharmacy, follow them and go, oh, okay, I see. We can do this. We can do that. Let me try this. I send a lot of people to Annika. Follow, do not friend, right? We have to leave room for customers and new business partners. But like Annika, I tell people all the time, go follow Annika. Because Annika has never, this is her first direct sales company. And guess what? She was like, what do I do? How do I have success? And I'd say XYZ. And she would go do XYZ. There's a reason she's successful. She didn't have Facebook. She didn't have Instagram. She wasn't doing the things to have massive success. She started with 300 Facebook friends. And she's golden status on her way to platinum. Never been in direct sales. But she followed people that were having success and she mimicked what they were doing. And she was coachable, trainable, and did it. And look at her go. She's soaring. So follow people that inspire you. Follow people that are social. Follow them. So yes. Okay. Good. Perfect. Yes, Annika is amazing. Crystal. She's another one I send them to. Yep. All right, perfect. No other questions. Good. All right. Alrighty. If you follow these tips, if you rework your Facebook, I promise you will be able to do this. You will have success. Collages on Facebook, yeah, you can do that. You can do a little collage if you're not adding like graphics. But yeah, if you want to do a little collage of, like I did a collage of my lippies or Easter or my puppies or, like, of course, yeah, that's fine. Yes, Katie is the bomb. All right, you guys, I love you. I'm going to go have dinner. We have our last sponsoring training coming tomorrow. I can't wait. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.